Hi, Sam.
Hi.
So we're going to talk about your piece from November's Fever After Dark. The theme was...
It was erotica.
Erotica. So very, very sexy.
Sexy.
Very, sensual. And your piece was to Beyonce's Crazy in Love.
Yeah.
Where did the idea begin to formulate for the piece? Did it come from like another piece of art? Or like pop culture in general?
The idea for Crazy, I don't know. I'm very into female power, and I'm very into the idea of females being at a place where they feel like they can be in control. Just because a lot of what we experience today is the opposite. It's the male that's always calling the shots, or the male that's always in control, or he's kind of telling the woman what to do. And I feel as though, in my eyes, women are like the reason we are living, because women give life.
Literally.
Quite literally. So I don't know, I just think it's kind of cool to pay homage to them whenever we can. We talk a lot about strength, but then we say words like manly, or we say like we associate a lot of things that are strong or that are, dominant with a man, which is not true. Like, women are probably one of the strongest, humans that are out there. I mean, there's two, but you know what I mean? Like, women are very, very strong. So to me, like, maybe it's that we need to talk about it more.
Power doesn't mean always a physical strength.
No.
Maybe?
No. Yeah.
Like, because you said manly.
Yeah.
That's such a physical adjective, maybe. But then there's also, a strength that comes from emotional power that males can have too. But I feel like females have always been deemed as that.
Yeah.
But then there's such a confusing line between the two of them.
I think power has a lot of meanings. Doesn't, like you said, doesn't just mean strength. It means a lot of other things emotionally. How resilient you are. Power is a very broad word. There was a time where I was like, I hope no one thinks. And I think when you're new, people will already like say that you are maybe trying to be like someone else, or maybe you're not original enough, or all those doubts can come to your mind.
Completely.
And I think I was maybe the only little fear I had was like, I hope someone doesn't watch this and say, oh, I see another choreographer in this movement, because then when I'm not doing my job, but then too, like, it'll just it's a very awkward thing, because the whole thing of originality is very like it's the biggest thing you can have in your art. If
you had a sort of doubt or a second guessing, I feel like the piece wouldn't have felt original. Because then you're always, putting your instinct at the bottom, and like not using your instinct. And I think that's really great that you, that's very admirable that you are using, your strength of being who you are and your originality to remount a piece. I think that's really cool. Since you were in the piece, how did it feel being in it? And how did, your feelings carry from rehearsal to stage? It felt so empowering doing it on stage, but I was trying to figure out where the power would come from in the rehearsal process. Like, I kept feeling, again, the doubt and like the self-judgment right away. And then I thought to myself, well, if I can find where the power I feel is, if it's either in the movement or the music or, certain little quirks in the song, such a change up from the original version of it. It felt new. It felt completely new. And I felt like a new kind of power that came up. Nice. It was really awesome on stage to have everybody watch you just exude power, and like, that's something that I feel like I haven't done before. That's so in cool. Such a organic way. Yeah. Well, thank you for being an advocate for feminism. Always. I love it. I love it. Thank you for talking with me. No worries. I will see you soon. See you soon.